got the opening basket of the game for the Celtics. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent, actually too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, Mikal Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Now, here's Jordan. Goes up the baseline. That one goes. Count it. Jordan's got his second bucket tonight.
Smooth as silk. MJ with one of the best pull-up jumpers you'll ever see.
Mikal kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Bird. Over Gervin. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Johnson. And the big question and my problem for the Celtics. How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Jordan with the steal. And now for some info on this matchup, let's go across the court to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, there are unique differences between these teams, of course. Boston has a huge size advantage, but they like to get on runs. Chicago is a quicker team, but they like to slow it down and set things up. Another unique aspect to the matchup, the Celtics may be bigger, but during the regular season, it was the Bulls who had the offensive rebounding edge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Certainly Bulls rookie Charles Oakley, Mike, has something to do with their stellar work on the rebounding.
A strong finish for the 9th pick in the draft. Oakley came from Virginia Union. Now a year later, he's playing in Boston in the NBA playoffs.
He's got presence, though, doesn't he, Mike, on the floor?
And he can back it up with that body.
And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Mike, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on.
That's going to be the thing to watch. Now, here's Jordan. Following the shot by Kevin McHale. Still hot from his last game. Michael Jordan's momentum carrying over into this one.
Boy, are they locked in on offense, knocking down every shot right now.
And the other team has to step it up on defense. No excuse letting them torch you like this.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It's stolen.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
And the Celtics with possession here after Chicago picking up the basket just moments ago. To stop the run, Johnson can't hit. Bulls leading by 10. Jordan high post. Johnson on him. Right side, Jordan. 5 on the clock. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Ainge, the pass to Parrish. Back to Ainge. Johnson surveying the floor. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game 1. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Here's Johnson. And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Ceasing, he's checked in for Dennis Johnson. Chicago also making some changes. Banks checked in for Gervin. And it's Paxson in for Mason. Here's Bird. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
So good at using his height to scan the floor. Parrish capable of finding open teammates this way.
Here's Jordan. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout.
Now, here is Bird. Here's Parrish. Rebounded by Corzine.
He had space to operate inside, but just couldn't get it to fall.
And a wide open look for Jordan. Another three for Chicago.
Their scoring has been a problem. Been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Here's Seasting. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Michael Jordan getting it done for Chicago. They kept going to him again and again.
25.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round one matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. Chicago with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Michael Jordan. Corzine is out there with Oakley. That's John Paxson, and it's Banks in at the 3 spot. Here's Bird after the made shot from Michael Jordan. McHale. Oakley with some nice D. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. Now, here's Jordan. Following the shot by Kevin McHale. Passes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 4. And that's 2 points on the layup. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Using his tremendous strength and body control, Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
Coming from you, that's high praise. Dennis Johnson's checked in for Boston. Chicago also making some changes. Green comes in for Charles Oakley. And Gervin subbed in for Banks. And the pass to Walton. And now, let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing with San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, D.A. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Yes, well said.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
And Mike looking at the 2 stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to.
That is one of the many things you get from Walton. He's a relentless rebounder.
Here's Jordan. Count the basket.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 37. And only one of those meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. Here's Bird. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Just 3 to shoot. And McHale the basket on the assist by Bird. 6 points for Kevin McHale. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight. Such a savvy distributor. Jordan's court awareness and understanding for when his guys are open is impressive.
Paxson against Ainge. Pass to McHale. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Oh, my goodness. That was not what this team needed.
Well, that explains why they're down. Miscues.
Celtics making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. The Bulls leading by 21. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, this Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. Here's Johnson. Following the basket by Michael Jordan.
Boy, much respect for the defense of Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic.
Michael Jordan.
Getting his hands up to block shots.
Had to alter his release at the last possible moment. And somehow... still got it to go.
Ainge against Paxson. Ainge dishes to Bird. Rebounded by Corzine. Corzine's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jordan to Gervin. Jordan looking it over. McHale with the rebound. Bird against Gervin. Bird, the pass to Johnson.
David Corzine. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Seasting. McHale for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. A view of the Charles River, not far from where we are, Boston Garden, and getting ready for the second half. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. And so Jordan will bring it out for the Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants, and he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And he's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
We've got Parrish. Ainge is out there with Johnson. And it's Bird. And it's McHale in at the power forward. They're the group for K.C. Jones starting the second half.
A tone setter both on the floor and in the locker room. Both these toughness is beneficial in a multitude of ways.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the Celtics score club won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree.
With him, the scouting report says you've got to go over the screen.
Absolutely. He'll hurt you from deep, so you have to fight through those picks.
Now, here's Jordan. 43 points in the game. And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. Here's Bird. 10 points for him. Here's McHale. Chicago grabs the miss. Oakley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jordan. Out to Gervin. Jordan down low. Parrish is there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Parrish picks one up there. Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Walton's checked in for Boston. Redmond comes in for Bird.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic, I know, impresses you so much. And here is Macy. Robert Parrish making his last shot.
Yeah, and size matters when it comes to rebounding inside. Good to see someone like him using his height to his advantage there.
And he makes that one.
Really good work from the mid-range there. When the defense gives Ainge this shot, he'll take it.
Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan. Mike, in the final 5 games of the season, an unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. Now, here is Ainge. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wedman. They shoot again. And another basket for Boston.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Here's Jordan, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Dennis Johnson. A lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. He'll go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. Seasting, he's checked in for the Celtics. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right.
Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
Here is Seasting. He is still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Wedman. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
It's easy to jack up 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work.
And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute shame.
And I bet Bird is impressed too. Here is Seasting. Walton a screen on Paxson. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Second shot opportunity.
Solid contest from Jordan there, making his presence felt and altering the shot as a result.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but overall. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Celtics trail by 20.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in game 1.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. We've got Oakley. John Paxson is out there with Jordan. Then it's Corzine. It's Banks, and at the 3.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
Parrish.
A tough defender all around. Oakley sent that one right back. Playing to their strengths. Boston doing a nice job feeding the Chief inside and utilizing his size.
And, you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. Kyle Macy's checked in for John Paxson. Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Star.
Terrific fit. Here's Bird. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Jordan can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 17. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Ainge. Ainge has got 4 assists in the game.
Solid pass by Ainge. The moment he sees a guy ready to score, he starts working on getting him the ball.
Michael Jordan with the bucket.
Took the smaller defender to task inside. Great recognition of the mismatch.
Here is Seasting, defended by Macy. Passes it to Seasting. Bird against Banks. It's all in by the Bulls. Corzine's got 6 rebounds in the game. Floats one. No good on that one. Great D that time from Bird. Here is Seasting, defended by Macy. Out to Bird. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Bird's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, the quick release, Bird gets that shot off in an instant. He was ready and waiting to strike.
Here's Jordan. Nails the wide open jump shot.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here is Seasting, defended by Macy. Now the pass to Bird. Plenty of space. And he drops that one in.
Yeah, Seasting has good vision on the floor. He finds the ready shooter and makes sure he gets fed.
Here's Jordan. Rebounded by McHale. McHale's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Larry Bird again. Bird's got 12 points here in the second half.
They're still behind, but you're starting to see signs of life. Got to keep plugging away here.
Yeah, this one is far from over, and I think they sense it. They're still working hard to get back into this one.
Here is Seasting after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Pass to Bird. From 18 feet away, and again it's Boston converting.
Larry attacks you in so many ways, showing his natural scoring ability here, filling up the scorecard.
Here's Jordan. Clark, I can't believe my eyes. Jordan now at 60 points. He is one off the playoff scoring record.
I tell you what, I can't believe mine either. And the way it's going, you've got to think Jordan's going to get this record. What a special night for a gifted and unique young player.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Walton comes in for McHale, and Wedman subbed in for Danny Ainge. Green, he's checked in for the Bulls. Parrish, the pass to Wedman. Banks against Bird. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double-team Bird. Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish finishing it off.
They're really making a go of it, but perhaps too little, too late.
But you respect them for playing out the string.
Jordan. And Michael Jordan has broken the record for most points ever in a playoff game.
What a game, and what an announcement to the rest of the league. We are looking at the dawn of the Michael Jordan show.
This is just unbelievable.
Inside, amongst the trees, Seasting relies on his quickness. That's how he beats bigger guys.
With the fadeaway. What a game from Jordan, Mike. He continues to add to his new record with every score.
I've never seen anything like this. This is as perfect a dominating performance as I've ever seen.
Perfect is a great word to use. Bird outside, and there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Celtics, Kevin McHale.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten the win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1 in the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team visit